I'm going to talk about tea and coffee. According to the UK Tea and Infusions Association, about 165 million cups of tea are drank daily. I'll help you with the numbers. In UK, there's like only about 64 million people. So that's like about like, I don't know, like 4 cups of tea per person. As college students, we are sleep deprived. We are dependent of caffeinated and energy drinks. Coffee and tea have been one of our best friends when we have to pull those all-nighters, especially on midterms week, and finals week. I used to volunteer at a hospital, and my job was to serve coffee and tea. I would say that there's a 1-to-1 ratio of people who wants tea or coffee. Although coffee and tea both have caffeine and are interchangeably used, one's still better than the other, which is tea. First, I will talk about the facts about coffee and tea, their advantages and disadvantages. Then I will talk about why tea is better than coffee. Now let's start with the origin of coffee and tea. Tea is the most consumed beverage after water before coffee. According to Kaisen Chang, Secretary of Food and Agriculture of the United Nations, updated 2015, about 3 billion kilograms yearly of tea are produced. So when did tea become tea? Tea became tea back in 2737 BC, which is like a long time ago. While the Emperor of China was boiling water under a tree, and like a leaf fell on the boiling water, and then he tried the water and he was like, oh, it tastes good. So like that's where tea became tea. On the other hand, coffee did not become popular until like later. So it is believed that coffee was discovered by a goat herd named Kaldi, where his goats accidentally ate berries and then they became hyperactive. Then coffee spread to the monks, keeping them alert and praying. Now that I have talked about the origins of coffee and tea and some facts about them, I will now talk about their pros and cons. So benefits of coffee and tea. They both have caffeine. They have like coffee prevents Alzheimer's. Coffee prevents type 2 diabetes. According to Harvard School of Public Health, too much coffee is neutral. It does not really lead to serious problems, or it does not benefit any person in a certain way. On the other hand, tea, according to Nagma Khan, the head of Department of Dermatology in University of Wisconsin, published 2007, tea contains polyphenols, which promotes health. Polyphenols help reduce the risk of diseases such as cancer. It also contains a lot of natural antioxidants. According to the 2015 International Conference on Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease, tea also promotes brain health. Studies have shown us that people who drink tea have less mental decline of people who do not. It also contains fluoride, which is good for the bones and teeth, and it boosts the immune system. Tea also prevents type 1 diabetes, and when you have type 1 diabetes, it also slows it down, and it prevents liver disorders. It prevents cancer, like several types of cancer, especially for women, and then it is good for hydration because it's only water and like some flavoring. Now I'm going to talk about the disadvantage of coffee and tea. So for coffee, when you drink coffee, your teeth turn to yellow, which is like not good. But for tea, when you drink tea, it's actually good for you. It has fluoride, it's good for the bones and for your teeth, and it contains a lot of tannin, which is good for your brain. Some disadvantages of tea is that when you drink tea with milk, it like loses like the benefits of tea. So you shouldn't drink tea with milk. And for coffee, when you drink coffee, like like roasted coffee, you don't like get like the plant and like eat the bean, but you like have to like do the processes, and it's like a lot of carcinogens, so it's like bad for you. Now that you have more knowledge about the benefits of coffee and tea, I want to show that one is better than the other, which is tea. So why tea? Although tea and coffee are equally good for your health, we should take into account how we drink them. The healthiest coffee is black and organic, but usually we drink coffee with cream and sugar. However, not everyone. Coffee is usually. On the other hand, tea is usually taken on its own or with honey. There are also why tea is better than coffee. So when you drink coffee, it's like it has like a more caffeine, so you get like the energy boost. But when you take tea, it has less caffeine, so like the energy tends to stay longer. So you're like it stays like longer like the whole day. Like if you like, for example, if you drink coffee in the morning, like by noon you're like dying. But if you like drink tea, it tastes like it stays like the whole day. Yeah. Okay. Another good thing about coffee is that it contains theophylline and theobromine, which were both related to caffeine and organic compounds called xanthines. Theophylline makes breathing easier and the contraction of the heart, while theobromine stimulates the heart by improving blood flow and reduction of blood pressure. Lastly, tea contains L-theanine, which is psychoactive amino acid, which increases the production of alpha waves that improve brain function. Now that I have talked about why tea is better than coffee, it is time to wrap things up. Although coffee and tea have their pros and cons, it is the way we drink them that really matters. Tea is better than coffee because it provides more benefits and options on how to drink it. First, I talk about the origins of coffee. Second, I talk about the pros and cons of coffee and tea. And lastly, I showed why tea is better than coffee. Although we get the same benefits we want, we should always think that what will work best for us in the long run, and not just for a few hours.